Creating content is not hard because recording a video is difficult. It is hard because there are so many little things happening in your head. What should I post today? Is this idea even worth making? Should I edit first or do I write a script? Where do I save the idea that I thought about 2 weeks ago? And before you know it, you've spent more time thinking about creating a content than actually creating it. Over the last few months, I've been reading books on productivity, watching how other creators work, and of course, using AI almost every single day. And I noticed something. The biggest benefit of AI is not that it creates content for you, it is that it removes all those little points of friction that stops you from actually creating in the first place. So, in this video, I want to share practical ways AI has genuinely made my life easier as a creator. Number one, you can turn content creation into a game. The first thing AI helped me do is something I never expected. It made content creation feel like a game. Now, think about applications like Duolingo. Why do millions of people keep on opening that application every single day? It's not because learning a new language suddenly becomes easy, it's because of what they call streaks. It's because every day you show up, you can actually see your progress. Nobody wants to lose out on a 60-day streak. And I realized, why not treat content creation the same way? So instead of just saying, I want to be consistent, you can ask ChatGPT to keep track of your progress by asking it some of these questions. You can ask it questions like, how many videos have I made? How many days have I stayed consistent? Sometimes I even ask it to create a progress bar to challenge me, just a little bit of challenge for me. It sounds like such a small thing to do, but seeing yourself move from, the video 1 to video 3 to video 15 to video 40 actually changes how you think. You're no longer trying to stay motivated. You are simply trying not to break the streak. And most of the time, consistency is not about having more motivation. It's about seeing visible progress. Number two, it removes decision fatigue. The second thing AI helped me with is actually removing decision fatigue. One mistake I used to make was waking up every morning and asking myself, what do I do today? Should I research? Should I write? Should I edit? Should I make thumbnails? The problem is that every decision costs mental energy. And by the time you've figured out what to do, you have already used some of that energy, that you would have actually used in doing the main creation. Now, I don't leave those decisions until the morning. I sit down with ChatGPT and plan my week and let each day have a specific assignment. So I make use of a prompt like this. I have a lot to do as a content creator, and I feel overwhelmed trying to decide what to work on each day. I want you to act as my content creation strategist and project manager. Help me build a weekly schedule that assigns specific tasks to specific days so I consistently make progress without burning out. Then it is able to give you something like this. It could tell you research is for Monday, Tuesday is for scripting, Wednesday for recording, Thursday for editing, and something just as similar as what you can see on your screen now. Now, when I wake up, I don't have to negotiate with myself anymore. I already know what the day's job is. That one simple change removes so much resistance and makes creating content a lot easier. Number three, build an idea library. This is probably my favorite one. Most creators save ideas. For me, more than just saving ideas, creators should build idea libraries. There's a difference. Before now, if I had an idea, I'll quickly type it into my notes app. That's my notes application, the one that comes with every one of your phones. And it just stayed there. Now, I save those ideas inside ChatGPT. And the reason why is this. I do this because the chatbot, which is ChatGPT, doesn't just store ideas. It helps me to process my thinking with these ideas. I can come back months later and ask it to expand the idea, or I ask it, what videos could I make from this idea? I could even tell it to turn the ideas into five short content ideas, or sometimes, and for personal growth, I could ask it what Bible story closely relates with my idea. And of course, it's a great win for me, right? And it could be for you too. Now, the idea is simple. One random thought can suddenly become 10 different pieces of content. The more ideas you collect, the smarter your library becomes, and the more easy you can actually create videos. Number four, batch your thinking, not just your recording. Now, this is something I've had to learn the hard way. When people talk about batch creating content, they usually mean recording 5 videos in one day, and that's good. But I think there's something even more important. Batch your thinking. Here's what I mean. Imagine you have one video to make. You research for 30 minutes. Then you start writing. Halfway through, you stop and you start designing a thumbnail. Then you remember you need the background music. Then you open CapCut. Then you realize you have not even finished the script. You see, your brain keeps moving from one thing to another. And every time you switch from one task to another, it takes a little while to get focused again. And by the end of the day, you have been busy, but you don't feel like you are being productive. Now, it's important that you do things differently. If today is an idea collection day, that's all you do. So you sit with your AI, your ChatGPT, and you generate as many ideas as possible. If tomorrow is your scripting day, you write several scripts one after the other. If it's your recording day, you record everything in one day. Now, this ensures that you are not constantly switching between thinking, writing, editing, and designing all at the same time. AI actually makes it a lot more easier because once it understands the type of work you are doing, it helps you stay in that creative mode. And I've also found that when I batch my thinking, creating content becomes a lot less mentally exhausting. Number five, let AI become your coach. So this is my bonus point, and it is probably the most underrated. I don't just use AI to create content. I use it to improve me as a creator, right? I use it to improve myself as a creator. After writing a script, I don't just, hit the record button. I ask questions. Which parts do you think is boring? Now, this is me trying to improve myself as a content creator, right? So I ask, what part of this script is boring? Where would viewers lose interest in this video? Is my hook strong enough? What do you think I can improve on? So sometimes I also tell it to disagree with me, to point out my weak arguments. You know how well or how much, if you are frequent with AI or chatbot, you know how much it agrees with you. If you call yourself an idiot, it most likely would agree that you're an idiot too and give you reasons why. All right, but that, by the way, you want to let ChatGPT to disagree with some of your ideologies and bring some kind of argument into your own scripting, so that you are not just seeing things from your own point of view, but you are able to see from other people's likely point of view. And I love that because it forces me to become a better communicator even before I upload the video. It's just like having an editor who is available anytime I need one. So these are the ways AI has actually improved my content creation journey. And of course, it can also, in the same manner, if you are able to implement some of these things that I've made known to you, can also help make your content creation journey an easy one. I'll see you in the next video, and do have a wonderful day.